So welcome to I'm not lined up, am I? Welcome to a brand new webisode. I figured I'd give you a different angle on my office. I started doing the webisodes. Actually, it was to make it easier on me. I used to write the blogs. You can see them all on the website. But I'm a much better speaker than I am writer. And Andrew, my old producer, still friend, he says hello, by the way, would go back and rewrite those because it just, I would write like I speak, and it wouldn't come out exactly like I wanted it to. It's much easier to follow what I'm trying to say when you're listening to me or maybe watching a video. And I try to talk about that which is top of my mind. I figured that was going to be how I was going to handle my webisodes from now on. It's just what was most playing on my mind. Well, I just got up from a nap, and I had an interesting conversation with somebody, and it's not important who, but we were talking about the current state of the world. And what's interesting about it is that at the beginning of the show this morning, I did a bit of a monologue running through all of sort of the litany of things that were going on, whether it's the Gulf oil spill that continues, the NASA administrator trying to improve relations with the Muslim world, the Department of Justice suing over 1070. I mean, everything just feels upside down. I had a caller that said that. He felt like everything was upside down and backwards. But I had a conversation with somebody today, and the topic of Barack Obama came up. And legitimately and honestly, I know there are people out there that like him. There are people out there that voted for him. Obviously, he's the president. But I finally just come to the conclusion that, the guy makes me nervous. I mean, maybe that's an understatement. But in all honesty, I just, it's one thing to be a bad president. It's one thing to be like a Jimmy Carter, who was just an idiot. It's one thing to be a hack politician who's an idiot like Dennis Kucinich. Or a moron like Nancy Pelosi. There are those same types within the GOP as well. It's one thing to be a career politician. It's another thing to be what Obama is, and that is just straight up dangerous. I've made this comment before. Those who said early on, before he was elected, I understood the William Ayers connection. I understood the Reverend Wright connection, and I believed it back then, but I guess I never really truly and profoundly understood exactly what that meant. I mean, Obama isn't a dummy, but he really does believe in those types of ideals and agendas and thought processes, those of fascists and Marxists. I mean, there's middle to left, and then there's left, and then there's really left, and he makes really left seem not nearly left enough. I really do think the guy is doing more damage to this country than most people realize. November can't come fast enough to stop what's being done. I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime, and I'm not trying to fearmonger. There really isn't anything that we can do about it right now. I think it's a sad commentary on what happened in America that people put this individual up on such high of a pedestal. I mean, the Messiah comparisons of the way that people looked at him cannot be underestimated. I mean, people really felt that. But he's just a man, and a dangerous man at that, who has no idea what is best for this country. His idea of what is best for this country is going to end up destroying it if the American public doesn't wake up this November and elect true leadership who will stand up in the face of this man and stop what he's trying to do and reverse what he's done already and be brave enough to do so. The conversation I had with that individual today, and it was a very open, honest conversation. And this was somebody who I respect, I'm friends with, but you could just tell. You could see the tone in their voice and how they felt. It wasn't fear-mongering. It wasn't just because the guy was a liberal. And it's not just because the guy's a liberal or a Democrat and I'm a conservative Republican. It's got nothing to do with that. I certainly never felt this way under Bill Clinton. I never felt this way when it comes to any other Democrat politician. The Rodney Glassmans of the world are career-minded and agenda-driven. This guy's got a vision for our future that, if it comes to fruition, will mean the downfall of this great nation. So there you go. How's that for a pick-me-up for a Thursday? But we'll continue the fight and we'll continue talking about it and that which needs to get taken care of as we continue to press forward towards August, so we can get our teams established, and then November, so we can elect some real leadership. I want my boys, my 8-year-old and my 3-year-old, to grow up in a country with leadership that knows and understands, regardless of Democrat or Republican, what makes this country great. You know, it's one thing to be a liberal but still love this country and be a patriot. It's another thing to be a liberal and to want to see nothing but the absolute downfall of everything that makes this country great. So, all right. Hey, at the website, if you're at 1041thetruth.com, go to the homepage. Help us honor our World War II vets by donating to Honor Flight Today. It's right there on the homepage. Brand new webisode on Friday, and don't forget, listen to the show 6 to 10 a.m. and check out the best ofs on Saturday, 6 to 7 a.m. Yeah, all right. I got to go work on tomorrow's show. So thanks for watching. Bye.